Hello and welcome to this episode of the Land Rover. Today we are going to work fast, mount the bulkhead, which is already mounted. We are going to attach the steering wheel for the last time, I hope, and we are going to put the body on, make some more measurements. It's going to be a fast episode. Probably not short, but I will work more than I film, so I will film here and there. So I'm sorry for jumping ahead a bit quick, but I need to for this episode. The next ones are going to be long and boring as usual. So, hey! Here I'm building the holder for the steering column. I just modified the Series 1 holder and I'm going to weld it to the bulkhead and not bolt it in as it was originally. Since I moved this a little bit to the right, further into the car, I'm welding it in place. I'm not going to remove this one. Test fitting the steering column, and guess what? I can't fit it through the hole I made in the bulkhead, so I have a solution to that problem. Ta-da! Fits perfectly through the floor and my little homemade bracket. I'm removing it to weld it in properly. And as you see, the bulkhead is not welded to the floor or the car yet. It's still in pretty loose. Honey, I'm home.
You're mine. Give me some of that James fine. I'm yours. You're mine. Go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about the singing. And this etch primer smells, as I said, it smells fish, fried fish. Get hungry when you weld. What is it, Steve? Fish and chips cravings when welding. So, tested and good. Yeehaw! I have put the steering wheel on, good, and the steering works. Perfect. And I made this plate. You will see here. This plate here is 2 millimeter thick, and I will weld the corners on this one to make it really strong. And I will drill this hole in here as well. So the brake booster here gets a sturdy and good mounting point. Because this one is a bit, if I want to, I can flex this a little. With this one, I'm sure I can't flex it anymore. So my metal brake can't take 2mm thick material, but it did a pretty good job anyway. It's not perfect. The bends are, I couldn't make a 90, I didn't want to make a 90. I wanted it to look like that. Has a bit of a curve in it, but yeah, good job anyway for the brake. So I will weld these two corners up, make some piece of material and weld that in here, and I will drill the holes and weld this one like so. So here's the finished piece. Woodwork, absolutely fantastic. This band is, yeah, that's strong. That's very strong. So I'm thinking, shall I weld this first and drill after? Or should I drill now and weld it? If I drill now and then weld it, the holes will not line up unless I yeah, I can mark them from the inside. I will just find the center of this piece, so I have something to. Yeah, yeah. Thinking while working. Yeah. 192. That's 96. Yeah. A trick when I want to find center, like for example doing a hole like that in the middle of these four. Make a cross. You get very close. We'll see in a minute. Like a glove. I will weld this up here and down here. I don't think I need to weld here. It's good enough up here and down here. And look at the clearance. It's 2 millimeter clearance. So I need to, I'm not brave enough to grind on the master cylinder. I will make a huge dent in this one instead. I mean, I have more of these, and I don't think a hole here would make any difference at all. But I'm very happy with the the clearance, with the position of the brake booster, and I'm very happy how this turned out. The brake pedal will be there, and the gas pedal will be, yeah, you know where a gas pedal is. Ta-da! They look very dirty, and that's because they are. It's all the grinding and welding dust, so I need to blow that off. But otherwise, both floor pans are ready, welded to the seals and welded to the bulkhead. I have a few like the gap here, and there's a little gap here. I need to attend. Probably gonna weld in a triangle here somewhere just to fill that out. This side needs some hammering from the underside, but this corner is shut. Quite funny, I saved this piece. I could have cut that one off, but yeah, I didn't. So I will have a little trace from the original bulkhead. I need to do something about this corner as well. I don't have the skill to make something round and beautiful. I will follow this shape, perhaps follow this line, cut the bulkhead in here, go from there somewhere. I don't know yet. This is not beautiful. All the wiring and stuff here. I need to build something. It's not the priority, just mentioning it. I welded in an angle iron here to keep the floor pans strong. And this is a bit of a measuring error from me. So very easy fix, and it's gonna be hidden under a big box or an armrest. No problem really. And these don't line up. Absolutely no problem. So easy fixes. It's starting to look a bit more like a car. I made a bracket here for the grill to stand on. So the grill is attached to this one. And I figured out if I lean the radiator, I can fit an electric fan on the inside. And for that, I'm very happy. I didn't want an electric fan showing here through the grill. So that feels really good. It's the small things. This fender here is... something has jumped up and hit it. Here, there, here, and here, and here. Here, there, 1,000 times. Here, there, here, over here, and here, I think here, maybe here, down there, and also here. So I will make it look a bit better. I don't know if you can see this, but the chair is leaning this way. Even though I have built the floors like that and that. So the floors are going like this a little bit. The break on the angle iron here is 2.6 degrees. I did that because the chairs are leaning and I needed to get the floor a little bit up from the gearbox. I put the chair on a piece of wood block here, and now the chair is not leaning that much. It's still leaning a little bit. So the bracket I'm building for these two holes here is going to be a bit off from the floor, of course. So this one can't stand on the floor. So I'm measuring and testing with this one, so I get the chair as level as possible. This is my lovely template for the rear seat mount, and I'm going to cut this out in 2mm steel, and when I do, it looks like this. Like that. Yoo-hoo! So I'm just gonna fold this into a little basket. Yep, it's quite easy to build stuff like that when it just takes about, I don't know, 3 seconds. If you want to see it welded, it looks like this. Like that. Weld both here and inside. I will stand it like that, weld this on the floor, drill 2 holes here to bolt to the seat. It's still a bit warm. And here is the welded bracket in its place. I think this is strong enough. I mean, there's 10 more bolts that holding the seat in place. So, ta-da! Here is bracket number 2. It goes here. So this is the last. This is the last piece, and then the seat is in. These 2 are in. These 2 are in. These 2 are in. I simply just put another nut between the seat and the floor. I think that will work perfect. And this actually holds up the floor very well. I know the seat is not supposed to hold the floor are supposed to hold the seat, but yeah, you know what I mean. I will weld this in place, but first I will bolt it to the seat. So this fits. Let me introduce to you the welder. Both rear brackets are in. I'm going to need to take the seat out again to weld this box thingy in. And I need to make the tunnel. I just welded a cross bracket in here to hold things in place. And that I can use to clamp the cable for the shifter. So everything for tomorrow is ready. The engine and transmission is in. Seatbelt in the seat. Axles. Yeah, axles are in with new mounting with new rubber on the front axle radius arms. Yeah. Pedal, I got the brake pedal in. That's all I need, I hope. I don't think I need to put the gas pedal in. Drive shafts, propeller shafts are in and they are good. Steering column and steering wheel are in and good. Seats, I will make that singular, seat. I only have one seat in because I don't want to make new brackets for 2 seats if this is not going to be okay. So I just put one seat in. If that is okay, I will put the other seat in exactly the same. So, that's it for this episode. The next time you will see this car, it's next episode. Next time you will see this, it's probably okay, and I can move in a bit slower tempo. That's good for me, and yeah, this feels good. So, hope you liked this episode. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you do want to see me drive this thing, subscribe. And if you didn't like this, feel free to press the dislike button twice, 4 times. So, see you later, suckers. Woo-hoo!